Hey guys, what's up? All right. It's Double Deuce back with another wacky build. So stay tuned and here we go. Okay, everyone, here we go. We got a RC4WD drive blazer body. And I have a Trailfinder 2 chassis that I picked up on eBay a long time ago. And I added some aftermarket axles. The ARB style Jeep or Defender axle, whatever they had. So lately I've been on this Toyan FS100 engine kick, the 4-stroke motor. So I've had some mixed feelings about this engine, and the overall result of it is just it's a marvel. I'll put it that way. It is a marvel. It's a breath of fresh air for the hobby. I put my nitro stuff away a long time ago, and with the scale and the realism that's coming into the hobby, it just makes sense to have a 4-stroke motor in it. And you can have your engine sound kits, you can have your smoke kits, and you can have all that stuff. And yes, they are a lot cleaner. And they're basically battery operated, and you have the options to change things. But so what I was playing with was I picked up this body last year, and actually I see RC4WD Drive had them on sale again on the 12 days of Christmas for like $79 plus shipping. This is normally $179. So I mean, these blazer bodies are awesome. I think I got 4 of them, and they're, I got one in a box still for a kit down the road, because I want to kind of build a special, a special build for my kid, because when he had his band and he was rocking around the world, we had a couple of 4-wheel drive trucks there to get the equipment back and forth, and one of them was an old 85 Chevy Blazer, and I'm going to kind of build a replica for him and put all the support stripper stickers all over it and the band logo, and in the back quarter glass they blew that thing out when an amp fell over and blew the window out, and they had a piece of tape over it, and it was right out of the trailer park. Let me tell you, it was white trash like you would not believe. But the thing is, though, it's just a memory in time, and I want to build something for him. But so back to this build, I said, I've been using the Revo nitro transmission, the 2-speed with a brake and a reverse. And it's off the Revo 3.3. They're all over eBay. You can pick them up for about $40, $50, $60, and with shipping. So they're a complete unit, so they're great for these Toyan engines. Now, I'd like to find kind of an alternative to that transmission, but I haven't really seen anything out there yet. They have a lot of scale transmissions. So I'm going to pop this off because the body's just sitting on there, and we're going to get down to the basics of what I did. So basically, I'll whack the camera for you. You got your Toyan engine. I don't have it installed in here for the simple fact I'm setting up my transmission. Now, if you look in there, you can see I just took a couple of pieces of angle iron. It's the same pieces I have on my bench here. It's just simple angle aluminum, I should say. And you can buy that at any hardware store. It's basically for corners and stuff like that, building projects. And I had cut a couple of small pieces off just to kind of get a start of where I want the transmission to set in the chassis. Now, the nice thing about these chassis, it's all flat and it's already got holes in it. So to build a bracket, you take 2 pieces of this and you set one this way and one this way. You can move your transmission back and forth. All you got to do is slot some holes. That way you can get your mesh right for your spur gear. So what I've done here is I've tried to extend the spur gear out, because one of the problems that everybody's running into with converting to this transmission is the front drive shaft length and angle is too short. Now, you could probably put this underneath the frame But the problem is your spur gear hits here. So on my HGP 407, I actually tilted the transmissions at an angle to bring this down and closer, because the your drive shaft on your HGP 407 is over here. Now on these Jeep and Defender axles here, the ARB ones, now this is on the left side, not the right side. So long story short, you got to play with some angles. So what I wanted to do was move this back to kind of share the wealth and try to get the transmission down at an angle. Now, in doing that, you're running into some problems of the length of your spur gear. Now you got to set your motor back further. Now, Steve from RC Tanks and Trucks, he's done a couple of conversions with this, and Engine DIY, they have a forward-reverse gearbox that you can convert to the Toyan engine, okay? And you can put it in there, and it's got a long shaft on it, and you can use your clutch bell, and you can use a big spur gear if you want to, or a smaller spur gear if you can attach it to the shaft somehow. My thoughts on that was I was going to get a 2-speed nitro gas buggy unit and slide it over the shaft and have a 2-speed and forward reverse from the Engine DIY transmission. Now I've ordered one of those, and it'll be a while. So I've been waiting for shipping on a lot of things. Now the front, you just make yourself a simple C channel, and the bottom of the Toyan engine is flat, and it'll set right on there. So my thoughts are, I want to extend this shaft out so I can move this back. That way I can clean up the drive shaft angles, and it'll bring this further to the motor. So that'll take care of all that. But I haven't gone into this yet because I just started retrofitting all this together, and I had another project, and you're going to be excited for this build because I've been waiting for this to show up for a while, and it came. So this build kind of got put on hold. So basically, it's going to be one of my next upcoming videos will be this build here. Now the cool thing about this stuff, I got a 42 tooth spur gear, and these rear ends and these things are nice and geared low, so this will be more of a crawler, you know, with 1.9s on it, and that'll be wicked cool. So, and I'm thinking about trying the gasoline version of the Toyan engine for this. I haven't really stepped up to the V4 yet because I've seen them out there, and they are humongous. They are just massive wide engines. So it would fit in here, and it would fit in under the hood of the Blazer because the Blazer's a wide body. It would fit perfect in there. So I still don't know. It'd be way overpowered for this little truck, because once you get the little FS 100s, you know, methanol engines running properly, the first batch out, they had a few problems with them, but from what I'm hearing, they've gotten a lot better with their, you know, taking care of their issues on them and sending them out. So don't be afraid to buy one. And so anywho, that's my video for today. Like, share, subscribe if you want. I want to thank everybody out there for, you know, sticking with me and checking out my builds and all that stuff. And also I want to thank Steve from Black LA, Mass. He's doing a couple of builds now. He's actually doing a HTP 407 like mine, and he did a 6-wheeler, and that thing, he's got some videos of that up and running on YouTube. So, and like I say, I want to thank Steve from RC Tanks and Trucks for, you know, his support and all that stuff. You guys have become, you know, good friends out there. Like I say, I know you're on a build too, and you know, like I say, keep it up, man. Like I say, I'm looking to see that thing. If you got any problems or issues like that, anybody, just feel free to hit me up, because I think I've done more research and development on that motor than I think, you know, actually Steve from Black LA Mass, me and him kind of like dissected that engine completely and tried to figure out all the little problems with it and try to eliminate the problems that they had up and coming at that point. So hopefully Toyan will take care of those, and I think they have, because I haven't heard much from any out there prospective buyers other than fuel requirements and stuff like that. So anywho, this is Denny. I'm signing off now, and my next video is going to be of probably the most epic build you know of the year. You know, this will be the build of 2020, and you know, you guys, some may not like it and some may love it, but hey, that's the whole point of this hobby. You can do what you want when you want, because you can. So anywho, you guys have a great Christmas, and I'll catch you later, man. Adios.